Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from my bunker, and I want to talk today about a little website known as Flickr. A lot of people ask me, when did you decide to start a YouTube channel? And I've said before, I felt like it was a natural progression from kind of what I was doing as a hobby. And this hobby began a long time ago when I started taking film pictures and continued on when I found the website Flickr. And for those of you who are not familiar with Flickr, it is a social media platform. It was around over a decade ago, still around technically, and kind of what it was, you uploaded pictures and people would find your pictures, comment on them. People would follow you so that your pictures would show up in their stream, kind of like Instagram, but it was more desktop based. It had more options, and it was really focused on the photos. And my favorite thing about Flickr was the great community that it was. It was an incredibly positive community, at least those that I came in contact with. I still keep in contact with some of the people that I met on Flickr. It was good times, and it really helped build kind of what I was interested in and my vision. Now, Flickr traded hands a few times. It was bought by Yahoo, and then it was bought by Tumblr, and everyone kept making little tweaks. And I think it's pretty much accepted in the Flickr community that these tweaks were unwelcomed. You see, every time they changed something, it would upset people, it would disrupt the communities. It kind of became more focused on just being a place to store pictures. They kind of scaled back the community aspect of it, which is just kind of destroyed the community in a way. After a while, I made the decision that Flickr was just probably not the best place for me to be telling my stories, showing my pictures, and telling, information and stories that go along with them. So I made the decision. I started a blog with a B called The Carpetbagger. It was the first time I used the Carpetbagger name. I had heard the term in a song, and I knew what it meant. It means that someone from the north comes down to the south to ruin things. So I love that idea, because especially on Flickr, I didn't travel as much. I just traveled in my general area, so a lot of it was focused on the South, the sights of the South. So I thought the Carpetbagger would be a perfect name for my blog. I didn't even think of it as being my name. I thought of it as being the name of the blog itself. And Flickr's kind of changed the way they want to charge for their site over the past years. Originally it was a nominal fee. It was like $10 a year, and you could upload unlimited photos. There was a free version that was like five photos a day, and you could only have like 1,000 photos or something. There was a limit how many you could have. So a lot of people just forked out the $5 for a year, $10 for a year, or however much it was. Then Flickr changed, and they decided they weren't going to take the $10 anymore. They bumped it up to $50. I think it was $50. It was a large amount. I'm thinking $50, but they also gave the option to not pay and keep as many photos as you want. They give you a terabyte of room. The only thing is they would run ads on your pictures, which is fine. But they recently reversed it again and wanted to go back to a pay for subscription service. It's not incredibly expensive. It's like $6 a month, which is, I guess, reasonable for photo storage. But if it's just photo storage, I guess I'm just going to keep my photos on a hard drive. I haven't posted anything to Flickr in years, but sometimes I do use it as reference when I'm making my videos. Sometimes I'll dig up a picture from my Flickr page to use in one of my videos. But I've made the decision that I'm not going to pay the $6. I'm not going to pay just to keep my photos there. As much as they are nicely organized and easy to find, I downloaded all my pictures onto my hard drive, and I'm going to leave that for what it is. But that's saddened me. I do feel like I really feel like the death toll for Flickr. Flickr, like, I'm kind of surprised it's still around, because after the changes and the change in ownership, it really lost a lot of the community members that I enjoyed engaging with. So I want to take this opportunity to say officially goodbye to Flickr. And I figured just as a way to harken back to my Flickr days, I wanted to share with you guys some of the photographs that I took and uploaded to Flickr, some of my favorites, some of other people's favorites, and I hope you enjoy.